Hi face, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be talking about my experiences in Finland, or should I call it culture shocks. So before I go into my experiences as an immigrant in Finland, I'd like to talk about the program I was enrolled into. It is an integration plan where you go to learn about the Finnish culture, food, you also learn the language. So basically learning things about Finland and the Finnish people. So I remembered my teacher then told us that Finnish people are very quiet, they are shy, they don't communicate that much because they are shy people. So the first house we were living in before we moved to our second apartment was a very small building. So I didn't even get to meet my neighbors, and because we were living on the third floor, I think, was it second or third floor? So I didn't even think much about it. I came to Finland in January 2019 and we moved in April. We moved from that apartment to another apartment. Moving to this second apartment, we were living on the first floor, and there you get to meet many people, even people living on the last floor, because everybody passes through the first floor. So sometimes you would want to say hello or hi, you just see people do like this and you just like so it was like that for a while before getting used to it. It was very difficult for me to get used to it, but now Jesus, I'm so bad. I'm very bad at it now that even when we went to Nigeria last year, I'll see people like this and just look away. Actually, I don't like it because it's not a good thing for me that I'm a Nigerian, but somehow, you know, in my language, Yoruba people will say, that is the thing that is happening to me now. I'm more like the Finns. Now, I'm not saying I'm a Finno. I'm not a Finno. I'm a Nigeria babe, 100%. But it's just that where I've lived for more than 5 years is reflecting in my behavior, like reflecting in the way I communicate and interact with people. So I'm kind of like them in that aspect. You seeing people and not saying hi, or you seeing people and looking away. These actions are not intentional, but I do it anyways. I'm sorry if I've done that to you. It wasn't intentional. I'm sorry about that. Number one on my list is that Finnish people don't offer help without you asking. Except you go to a mall or a shop and you're looking for something, they can come and ask if you need help. There was an incident that happened when I just came to Finland. I came to Finland in January, so I think around that February, we were doing many things anyways. So we wanted to do something on this particular day. Myself and my husband, we didn't have any car then. We took the bus, started getting off from the bus, and it was slippery. Then, you know, in February, the weather will go up and go down, maybe end of January or beginning of February. Anyways, it was slippery on this particular day. So we were going and wanted to cross. My husband walks very fast. I was holding my son. My son was still 1 year plus then, and my daughter was with my husband. So immediately the light turned to green. My husband crossed. I was also coming at his back. I slipped, so I fell down on the floor in the middle of the road, and we were many crossing at the same time, but my husband was very fast, and I think we were almost late, so he was walking very fast. He was the first one to cross, and I was also trying to catch up with him. I just slipped in the middle of the road. I fell down with my son. I struggled, but I was still holding my son to my chest like this. I was on the floor on my 2 knees. I was trying to stand up, but I couldn't stand up because it was slippery, and I was holding my son as well. To my God, I still get chills. I still get goosebumps saying this story because it was very strange. You know, people were passing me. They were passing. People were just passing. I was there. I didn't mean I was alone. I would have said, okay. But I was there with a small baby. These people did not help me. And I was trying to get up in time before the light turns to red. I was struggling to get up. Nobody helped. Nobody. I was looking at my husband. He was still going. He was already far away from me. Someone in my head, maybe in my head, I was like, someone will help me from the back. Someone will just give me their hand so that I can hold them to get up. So I didn't call my husband initially, but when I saw that everybody, people were just like, they were passing me, I had to shout to call my husband. I called him. My husband had to run back. He ran back to come and help me up. Nobody helped me. God. That was the first shock that I had. The shock of my life in Finland. I was like, it never happened to me in my life. I've lived in Hong Kong, went to Macau. It has never happened to me in my life. So just know, and when you're coming to this country, you are on your own. So don't expect anybody to help you whatsoever. My second point is paid maternity leave. When I came to this country, that I heard that when you are maternity leave, you'll be paid for 9 months. I was like, really? But I was like, okay, let's see. Maybe they'll be paying you some stipend. Guys, not just stipend, no. They're paying good money. When I gave birth to my daughter, they paid me for 9 months. So if you give birth in Finland, you'll be paid for 6 months. Now it has been reduced to 6 months. But when I gave birth to my daughter, it was 9 months. So you only get paid for 6 months maternity leave now. So when I came to Finland, I was enrolled into a school where we learn Finnish language and learn about the Finnish culture. So when I started my school and then I started working, that was when I found out that the coffee culture in Finland is a thing. Actually, it is a big thing because Finland is the world's biggest coffee consumer on a per person basis. I would say we, because I'm part of them now, we consume coffee. I won't say I consume coffee like they do, but I now take coffee, but not as much as the Finns. Guys, you can't compete. You can't compete, and you can never take that position from them. Finns consume coffee a lot. They don't drink stale coffee. They make coffee and they drink it. If they can't finish it, they trash the rest and then make another one. So they are very, very good with coffee. They take a lot of coffee. My next point is sharing bills 50-50. Guys, the 50-50 culture in Finland is big. Bills, chores, everything, like everything is 50-50 in Finland. I remember when we just came to Finland, guys, this story is still funny. And one old woman and the husband came to the store. They bought things. I saw that they put that thing you used to that, what is it called, that you put behind your groceries so that other people's things won't mix with yours. They came together. So why are you guys using the divider again? I was wondering. Then I didn't understand. I was confused. In my own culture, I'm a Yoruba girl. The man is the head of the family. The man is supposed to provide, pay the bills, do everything. Like, do everything. Now you go the chop money. Even when you are working, go say, you'll be saving your own money, be chopping your husband's money. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't assist, you shouldn't help. But when I came here, it is 50-50. Husband and wife, you pay rent 50-50. To buy things for the children, 50-50. To do house chores, 50-50. Everything, 50-50. I was like, it is well. So it was shocking to me to learn that everything is 50-50 here, because it is not like that where I'm from. Alcohol and wine consumption is also a big thing in Finland. In Finland, people drink alcohol like water. If you back watch my videos, maybe the 6th or the 7th video, you'll see where we went for my son's birthday and I was complaining that they don't have any non-alcoholic wine at the restaurant. I also remembered when we wanted to grill, I told my husband that I'll go get wine so that we can have wine at home as well. So I went to the wine shelf. I was looking at everywhere. Everything. The list is 5.5% alcohol. I was like, I don't want any alcoholic wine. I checked all the shelves. Nothing. So I went to meet one of the ladies working there. And I was like, please, don't you guys have any non-alcoholic wine? She was like, they have. And she took me to this small section, very small section where they have non-alcoholic wines and drink. Very small thing. But the alcoholic drinks, like very big, like 2 shelves for alcoholic drinks. But for non-alcoholic, very small section like this. The last one, which I wouldn't consider a culture shock, I would say it is more of a personal thing, is you bringing your grown-up son to the women's section in the swimming pool. I remembered I took my children to the swimming pool. My husband went with my son, and then my son was like maybe 5 years old or 5 years old then. Went to the male section. I took my daughters to the women's section as well. But there was this woman that came with her 9 or 10-year-old son to the women's section. That boy is a grown-up boy. He's at the age where they are curious. They want to know why, what, how. Why would you bring a 9-year-old to the women's section where people are baiting, women are baiting? And I was so insecure because this boy was looking at me. I wasn't naked because it was when we entered that I saw him, and I wasn't comfortable at all. He was looking at everyone because he was curious. He was at that age of curiosity, so he was looking everywhere, staring at people. I couldn't even do anything. I had to wait for them to go out before we could change and, shower before going into the swimming pool. So I don't know why people do like that, but it is what it is. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.